Hello, everybody. I'm Zenith Rule, and it has been a long time since I have streamed. I realize this, but it is a new year. I'm back. I'm ready to stream. We're going to be doing some more Kingdom Hearts today, but a lot has happened in the interim time. It's too much to really sum up. But I'm still moving forward with a lot of things. I'm working on getting surgeries done and getting a few other things done, so that's been kind of the focus of my time. There's been a few other things behind the scenes, but we're here to play some more Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. We were in Reverse Rebirth last I checked, and yeah, we're gonna continue where we left off, because we're nearly done. We are nearly done. As I wait for it to start up. Alright, yeah, we're in the middle of the Reverse Rebirth. What floor are we on? 8th floor, so we only have 8 floors to go, and... Itchy, thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Well, welcome back, Bits. Welcome to the Bit Brigade. The Bit Brigade. Let's see. So we are on 8th floor. Out of there's 13 floors, but you start from the bottom. So 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. We went through 5 floors. So we're about halfway through. But I have some energy, and this doesn't go by. It's a very fast campaign, so I don't anticipate this going to take too long. Alright. Neverland is the only option I have. Okay. Neverland is a good world. I enjoy Neverland. I hear an Ari in the background. Hello, Ari.
Hi, I saw that you were alone, and I was just like, oh, well, I guess I might jump in real quick, so you wouldn't have to be alone. And I'm gonna leave as soon as someone else comes, because I'm currently scripting, so yeah.
I don't want you to leave, but, you know, you can go script if you like, that's fine.
Well, I mean, like, I'm on, like, the final 2 shows, and I have, like, the slow cooker on, doing all the cooking for me for the next hour and a half, so yeah, I'm just kind of here right now.
Alright, I mean, for right now, I'm planning to do a pretty long stream tonight, simply because we have, we're about halfway through this campaign, and it's very short. I figure, you know, I have energy, I have food in me, I have orange juice, I'm ready to go, so...
I don't know what campaign this is, because I never played this game.
This is Riku's campaign, where it's a lot better. Right now we're in Neverland. Not the Promised Neverland, but Neverland.
Promised Neverland. Please don't be shit.
I don't know. I don't really know precisely what it's gonna be, but people say you should go into it with kind of no knowledge of what's going on. So
yeah, I mean, God, Promised Neverland is so hype, and I've been wanting to read it for months, but I can't get my hands on the manga for the life of me because everybody in my library keeps checking it out, and I'm just like, ugh.
This is a good Let's Play.
God, I mean, thank God Vinland Saga isn't that popular here in the States, because I was able to get my hands on every copy of Vinland Saga, no problem. Promised Neverland is just like, hey, you want to get your hands on it, go buy it. But I'm broke, I don't care, go buy it. Please, sir, can I have a copy? I'm too broke. No, I don't care, go buy it. Alright, well, I'm just gonna wait for the anime then. You have forced my hand.
So, isn't Vinland Saga coming out this year or something?
Yes! Oh my god, yes, I'm sorry, I got really excited. I can't wait. 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 Oh my god. Just okay. It's being animated by Studio Wit. Studio Wit, I love you. You made the political arc of Attack on Titan bearable. Ancient Magus's Bride was beautiful, and I forgive you for the OPs. And it's just.
I mean, the OPs are a little bit problematic. Let's be honest.
The Magus Bride OPs. They spoiled them. It's just a clip show from the show. The second OP is hot trash, but I forgive them because the anime itself is beautiful, and that's clearly what all the budget went. And I just don't care. But it's just like Studio Wit. Studio Wit. Please be kind to me before I love this manga to death.
Let's see. I really do enjoy Magus Bride. I think Magus Bride is an example of a show that, uses its animation budget really well. My problem is usually, essentially, that they did all that stuff with the openings, but for the most part, Magus Bride was a beautiful, fantastic story, and while I do have issues with the opening theme, I still love the anime.
Well, two things. One, hi Enigma. Two, I know we should just sub to Shonen Jump, but I'm so stingy with my money because I'm trying to save it so I can visit this one right here. I just bought 2 books today, so.
Yeah, I miss my girlfriend. I need my Ari.
I'm sorry for spending $40 on books, but it was at my local bookstore that I grew up in as a child, and one of them was for my grandmother because she said she wanted the book, and we were just passing by, and I was like, you know what, while I'm here, I'm gonna ask if they have The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson, because I've been wanting to read that for the past year now, so yeah.
Oh, boo-hoo, you already spent $40. I spent over $200 yesterday.
On
I had to
what?
buy a new computer chair because mine fell apart while I was sitting on it.
Oh my god, I hope your ass was okay.
I hit my head on the couch. So
so that's how you hit your head.
Yeah, and also I hit my shoes.
Well, I mean, at least you have, money. Meanwhile, I'm just over here God damn it, website, when won't you update so I can apply for my job? Please and thank you, I really need this.
Oh, hey, Bully installed. Nice. I used the...
Wait, you got Bully?
I used the money that you gave me for Christmas to get the PS2 and PS4 version of Bully, so I will stream that at some point.
Nice.
And I still have money left over, and I still need to decide what else to get, but...
Well, how much do you have left over?
It was about $15.
Oh,
so...
you can buy GTA. You can buy GTA 3.
I have it.
Or you could buy the new Jackbox.
Or Celeste.
Or...
yeah.
I will figure something out. I will figure something out.
Ari, are you going to get the Celeste physical release from Limited
No,
Run?
because I'm broke. Can I have it?
Did you see...
Look, dude, forgive me. I have not played a single new game last year because I didn't want to spend money on new video games. I haven't played God of War.
I get you.
I get you.
But did you see the collector's edition? They had to have plushy strawberry and everything.
I know, but I still had to buy the physical copy of Undertale because I want that locket that plays the music that makes me cry.
Oh, okay. I know you guys aren't.
God damn.
I know you guys aren't wrestling fans, but at Wrestle Kingdom, at Japan's big events, Kenny Omega came out to Hopes and Dreams from Undertale.
Oh, nice.
They made an entire Undertale theme. Toy Fox actually made a Undertale themed promo for Kenny Omega.
God bless.
And he came out to Hopes and Dreams. It was awesome.
God bless.
He was
we don't deserve this. The world is too pure right now. What the hell is going on? Oh wait, Jake Paul fucked up.
And thank you so much for the bits, Hero. Thank you for the 10 bits.
Bits.
What has Jake Paul done now?
Oh my god. Okay, I want you to check the AV room and scroll up.
Yeah.
Did you hear what Onision did with his wetlands? My God.
God, yeah, I heard about that. I also heard that he lost in court.
Yeah, of course he did.
But yeah, no, scroll up to the one of the videos I sent. You'll see it when you'll know it when you see it.
Jake Paul ruins 2019. Oh,
Yeah,
I don't want to watch it. I don't want to
yeah.
watch
It's not
I'm-
as bad as last year, but still.
Yeah, I'm just kind of done with that. I'm just done.
Why? I just want. I'm gonna hit my head against the wall before I say something that gets us shut down on Twitch.
Oh, trust me. Oh,
None of that.
I was on Itchy's girlfriend's stream. Well, not myself, but I was playing the Jackbox, and we got a really bad troll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it was bad.
Yeah.
Like in the chat?
No, in the actual game, they actually joined
Oh
in the Jackbox game.
no.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel bad because Gigi's such a sweetheart. Gigi is like she's wonderful. And I know the rest of the Dub Talk crew are starting to do their own streaming stuff, so I highly encourage you to watch their streams because they do good work. In the meantime, I get my ass kicked by cards. Because cards.
Because you get your ass kicked by cards because you don't believe in them enough.
I do. I believe in the heart of the cards. The problem is I still have to level up. Cards plus RPG rules do not work together. We've established this, but I'm still having a good time because in my free time, I have actually done a few things. First of all, I have completed the viewing of 358 over 2 days, the movie, which is really good. I love 358 over 2 days, but it's better as a movie, even though they cut some things out. I completed Kingdom Hearts 2, not fully, I still have a couple things left to do, but there's mostly completed, and Kingdom Hearts 2 still holds up to this day. And I just completed Aqua's story of Birth by Sleep. Now, I haven't done the final story segment, because I need one more Xehanort report. But, yeah, I am nearly caught up with Kingdom Hearts in my free time.
Yay!
Which means that when Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, I should be mostly set. There is still Dream Drop Distance, but, like, the bulk of Birth by Sleep is done. And, then there's just the Coded movie, and, like, Dream Drop Distance is supposedly very short. Unchained, I could probably just watch the cutscenes online. So altogether, I'm pretty all set up. I didn't think I would get there in time, honestly.
We're talking about 100%ing all the
No, just the main campaigns. I've 100% completed 2 of them, but yeah. That's.
I thought your goal was to 100% all the Kingdom Hearts games, like, completely.
I will. It's just the problem is the time. I still need to complete a whole nother section on critical mode for Kingdom Hearts 2 and do the gummy ship missions. I still need to do a whole bunch of stuff for Birth by Sleep. I still there's a lot of stuff that I have not done yet, and it'd take too long to 100% in that time period.
Are you serious? That's seriously what fucking happened last night? Ugh, fuck that guy.
What happened?
I was just looking at what Itchy typed about what happened during Gigi's Jackbox.
Oh yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, this is why you have to have chat mods, like my girlfriend.
This wasn't even a chat mod. This was someone in the Jackbox game.
Yeah,
So-
but can't you just like report them and ban them from your game, or is that like that's like common sense to have that as a setting?
I don't know how Jackbox works with that kind of thing.
Yeah, like that is a problem actually, because I remember our last game of Jackbox, we had somebody who kept dropping in, dropping out, and it's just like they wouldn't stay around, and that's unfortunately you can't just like cut them out of the game. I wonder if there's something that they can do to prevent that in the future.
I mean, it's just kind of common sense to just ban a player from your game. To have that setting implemented. By the way, I'm looking at the PlayStation Store right now, and the prices for the PS2 and PS3 classic versions of GTA, they're $10, but they don't have all of them. They have 3 Vice City, 4 and Liberty City. So no San Andreas, and that really, really sucks.
I'm willing to bet.
It's
I'm willing to
It's
bet
the PS2 on PS4 version. I have that. I have. I'd have to look to my main menu right now. I'm getting defeated by cards, but I have 3 San Andreas and Vice City.
On the PS2, right? Or do you have like
the PS4 versions?
Okay, so because like I have the PS2 versions, I'm pretty sure they used to be in the store, but I'm looking on the website.
I'm willing to bet it has to do with music.
Yeah,
What?
all I know is that
Licensing the music. It's a bitch.
are you sure you're
right.
looking in the right menu? Because for a while I couldn't find the PS2 on PS4 menu. It's buried now.
God, let me go back to
You
the
have
website.
you have to go to games, and then you have to go all the way to the right now. And so like the games are there, it's just they're buried, which is
I'm looking on the website. Okay, PS2 games. Oh, well, there's San Andreas. Then why was it not there when I searched it?
because they're buried, like I said.
And I like how San Andreas is $15 while the others are like $10.
Yeah, so I have those downloaded and ready to stream for future streams. I hate these goddamn
Samuel L.
pirates.
Jackson made a GTA game, $5, like worth $5 more.
Yeah, well, let's be honest here. If Sam Jackson's in a game, the price automatically increases.
That man is 70. He looks like he's
Yeah.
50. Oh my god, the power of vegans.
Yeah. And I want him to, recite, we're going to impeach this motherfucker.
Well,
God, that would be beautiful.
we have to wait for Avengers Endgame because the ending of Infinity War.
But he got Thanos. He got turned to dust.
That's what I'm saying. Samuel L. Jackson
Motherfucker, you
needs to be
can't-
brought
you
back.
You can't dust this motherfucker.
I like it. I want him to finish that sentence at the beginning of the movie, like, well, mother.
Look, Chris Tuckman in his review said that he was pretty sure that on the script, it didn't say Nick Fury, it said Sam Jackson. Motherfucker turned to dust.
No, it didn't say Sam Jackson. It had, his character name from Pulp Fiction.
Oh, I still gotta watch Pulp Fiction. My dad, dude. I told my dad one day I haven't seen Pulp Fiction. He was like, "What?" And I'm like, "That is your job, father."
I haven't
Not
seen
mine."
Pulp Fiction either, so. I
We
mean,
gotta fix
I've seen
that.
bits and pieces, but not the whole thing.
We gotta fix that. It was on Netflix at one time, I think, and I just never watched it.
For the record, his
like-
character name was Jewel.
I actually...
Jewel?
It may have been, but believe it or not, Pulp Fiction was, for a while, banned here in Australia. I'm not kidding.
Everything's
I
banned in
can see
Australia.
why.
Spite.
yeah.
wait,
your country is full of pussies.
it was either Pulp Fiction or Reservoir Dogs. I know one Quentin Tarantino movie has been banned.
It was probably Inglourious Bastards.
Hi, Eli.
No, that-
Hello, then.
It's still on Netflix. Oh my god, it's still on Netflix.
I was trying to say, for the record, his character in Pulp Fiction was named Jules.
Why is Watchmen on Netflix?
Well, why? No, the real question is why isn't How I Met Your Mother on Netflix?
Oh my god, why isn't... Okay, they have Friends on Netflix. They don't have It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. They don't have How I Met Your Mother. Neil Patrick Harris, just like the final season of a series of fortunate events just dropped. It would be disrespectful not to put How I Met Your Mother on Netflix.
It was on Netflix. They dropped it. I don't know why.
I think wait, what network was How Much Your Mother on? Was it on ABC
It was on the
or...
CW for me.
No, I mean like it's the real network.
I don't know.
Because
I'll Google it.
I'm-
Hang on.
The
Every-
CW doesn't qualify as a real network.
The Simpsons. God damn it.
The Simpsons
I'm willing
don't
to bet
count.
Because if How Much Your Mother was on like say ABC, then I'm willing to bet it has to do with Disney's own streaming service.
CBS.
Okay, well that's different. That's weird.
Netflix
I'm
has
guessing-
dropped a lot of stuff recently, and they're in incredible amounts of debt. So, I mean, I'm not super surprised.
And yet they have Jeopardy and Bob Ross. Amen. God bless. Look, but hey, Netflix. Twitch does Mr. Rogers marathons. I miss a lot of episodes. You have Bob Ross. You gotta get the other icon on here, please, and thank you.
I just want them to air the Mr. Rogers documentary or whatever.
You gotta. Everybody in this Discord, everybody watching this, please, for the love of God, please go watch Won't You Be My Neighbor. It's so good. It is the best movie I watched last year.
And for her to say that, that's high praise, because she doesn't usually praise a lot of the things that I like, so...
Well, I love Spider-Verse, so gotta give me some credit.
Okay.
Here's something. What was better, the Spider-Verse or the Teen Titans Go movie? Because both of those were much better than they were supposed to be.
I didn't see Teen Titans Go because no.
Yeah.
Just no.
No, I get you, but apparently it was supposed to be way better than anyone thought it would be.
I know, but I
That's
I
not
didn't
saying
watch any reviews.
much.
I refuse to see the movie. It's just DC dropped the Titan series, and I didn't even know it was out. But it's just DC can just go take an L with everything right now.
What were you saying before, or starting to say, Eli?
I was just trying to say hi.
Hello, how are you doing today, human? It's nice to see that you are alive and well.
Oh, hi, Eli.
Why do I feel like there's a reference buried in there somewhere?
Oh, hi,
I'm
Mark.
doing why so. Oh, hi, Eli.
Anyway, how's your sex life?
Let's not open that can of
Sorry,
worms.
Oh my. Wait, did any of you guys see The Disaster Artist yet?
Yes.
I have not.
Amazing movie.
There's another movie I want to see that what's his name?
I don't know. What is his name?
Who played Dark Knight? Who was Batman in Dark Knight?
Christian Bale.
Nolan.
Christian Bale playing Dick Cheney. That new Vice movie.
Oh, I have no idea what Vice is, so it's not like...
It's a movie about Dick Cheney with Christian Bale playing Dick.
Wait, like
You
just
want to know something that
What?
You want to know something that blew my mind earlier today? I was looking through movies to get from the library, and I found that old W movie, that Oliver Stone movie. I didn't even remember that Josh Brolin played George Bush, and I'm like, if he had been Thanos in that movie, it would have been an improvement.
Well, I mean, Deadpool kind of already called him out in Deadpool too, so... Also, I have my new book, which is amazing. I gotta read that later. But... Wait, Hero, did you check out The Death of Stalin yet?
No.
You should pick it up. It's really, really good. I mean, it's a comedy movie about the death of Stalin, and it works so well.
I see. Maybe he just needs to quit Stalin and.
I mean, he did because he died at the very beginning of the movie. But no, there's a YouTube channel that's called History Buffs, and they basically talk about the historical accuracies in movies. And he usually doesn't do movies based on graphic novels, but this was one of them. His video on this movie went viral. It's really, really good. But I honestly recommend you watch the movie first and then watch his video, because it is insane how much about that movie is true.
Well, I would imagine a documentary would be true, but...
It's not a documentary, it's a comedy, it's a biopic.
Oh.
It's based on a graphic novel, so...
It's a British movie based on a French graphic novel about a Russian dictator dying.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, it's about the aftermath of the Russian dictator dying.
And now I'm thinking of an Eminem cover of this, because you said aftermath.
By the way, no one in that movie uses a Russian accent. They all just use their main accent. It's awesome.
Quit Stalin and get Russian.
God damn it.
Let me see your marks.
Oh.
Okay, you can stop right there.
No, go take a corner.
No thanks. I'm actually feeling good today. I'm
You
allowed some
feeling good?
puns. Shut up. I'll fight you. Love
I
you.
would like that actually. So
Love you, but I'll fight you.
I would actually like that because you know that I'm gonna win.
God damn it.
You know it's true.
Putin, Zenith, and a... God damn. Oh,
That
God.
was bad, but that was
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
that was bad, but that was actually kind of good. So I'm not complaining.
I gotta say these jokes are a bit out of my comfort zone.
Okay, no.
There's a line that we have clearly crossed, but let's keep going and see where this has taken us.
Darkest sketch, darkest sketch, darkest sketch.
I mean, it's not as dark as Happy Sugar Life, so I don't see why you're complaining.
Hey, you made me watch that.
Yes,
Oh,
I
God,
did, and I am very glad about
I
it.
feel bad. I Zig Heil feel bad.
Okay.
Zig Heil bad.
Okay, there goes the line. There goes the line. It's all the way back there.
We
Hi,
have
line, how are
crossed
you
it.
doing
We
from
have
all the way
crossed
over
it.
there?
I didn't even
Like,
get.
my line.
I didn't even get the pun of that one.
I don't know. I'm just like, fuck it.
Can we just talk about The Shape of Water? Because I know that you watched The Shape of Water here. I was like, The Shape of Water is a good movie with...
It was.
I don't know.
Is that the one about the freaky fish guy?
It is the one about the freaky fish guy.
He is a freaky fish guy.
I honest to God love that movie. It's a really good movie. It's like people are like, oh, this movie wasn't that good. It's like artsy crap, but it's like, it's a really good movie.
No, I thought it was well told and well shot. If you don't mind the whole fish sex thing.
It
mean,
looks better
dude.
than the Hellboy remake. Ugh.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
I just
Oh,
don't like the
God.
look of the design.
Jump right to that. Why? Don't...
Well, like, I mean, Guillermo del Toro, he just, like, he makes a good Hellboy, then he makes fish sex, and instead we get Hellboy.
Fish sex was honestly like one of the most genuine,
Well-
heartwarming parts of the movie, though.
I mean, I will say, this is the greatest love story starring Abe Sapien ever told.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
agree with
Like,
that.
people compare it all the
beats what
time.
the sex scene Avatar was planning.
Oh, speaking
Wait,
of
remind
which,
me of Avatar.
there's
Actually,
apparently
no.
4 sequels to
Parasites.
Avatar. Avatar 4 is planned and apparently in development. It's
What,
been how
maybe
long?
Avatar 2?
Yeah, 2, 3, and 4 have already like finished filming.
Yeah, it's supposed to like come out. The sequel is supposed to come out this year. By the way, James Cameron, you have like 5 Avatar sequels, and yet you bash superhero movies for having too many sequels. All right, dude. By the way, oh yeah, I remember Gigi is scared of fish. Don't show her this movie then.
Yeah, and it's just like Avatar. When I saw it, I was pretty young when I saw it. When did it come out?
It came out like 2010 or hang on. God damn.
Because this
Here I
this
am
was a
on Google again.
pretty long time ago. But it's just like, I thought it was a decent movie, but it took the world...
2009.
2009. So it's been
This
10
movie's
years.
A decade old.
10,
This movie's a decade old.
10 years for them to... Like, it's like the same amount of time they took to make the first one. And it's just like, yeah, it's a decent movie, but... And I guess it's sold, but really?
No,
for
you want
this?
to know how it became the highest grossing movie of all time? 3D was still a gimmick back then.
It still is, but yeah.
The 3D was actually good in the film, but it's a standard story.
The visual effects were stunning, but the story was really stupid.
It was
Yeah,
Dances
pretty much.
with Wolves in Space.
What is Dances with Wolves? I have no idea what you're talking about.
It was Dances with Wolves meets Pocahontas meets fucking.
Dances with Wolves is like this big epic story about someone who tries to communicate with an Indian tribe and falls in love with an Indian girl, and it's all
another Mighty Whitey story.
I
Yeah.
thought you were about to say it's another Pocahontas story.
it essentially is.
Technically, yeah.
What's the difference? I don't know
The
anymore.
difference is the time period.
Okay, so we have Pocahontas with wolves, Broke That Gay Sex Mountain, The Shape of Fish Dick. I don't know anymore.
Stick
What
it
are
in
you-
my ponytail.
Why are you? That's what they did in the movie.
I'm really done.
And I mean, to be fair, Avatar did raise a lot of interesting ideas because in nature,
which were already raised in previous movies.
which were already raised in previous movies, but about the connected nature of nature itself and how like trees and whatnot. It was.
Let me tell you what movie is the better version of Avatar. Princess Mononoke and Nausicaa, the Valley of the Wind.
Okay.
There you go, done.
Yeah.
Look,
Hell, Atlantis Lost Empire was better than Avatar.
Atlantis was better.
Atlantis is a fantastic
I love
movie.
A lot of people hate that movie. It's like, I grew up with that movie, and I still don't see any problem with it.
Those are the kind of movies that Disney should be remaking. The ones that were good but didn't get, the recognition they deserve, like
Black Cauldron.
Black Cauldron, no,
but-
I didn't do.
But it's that weird backwards logic because they don't want to remake something unless it already made a lot of money. But if that's the case, why remake it?
Yeah, it's weird.
Just re-release it 1,000 times like you
Hell,
do.
Disney could just re-release the original Lion King and, make it 3D.
They already did.
Add some new deleted scenes or something. I don't know.
Let's redo Aladdin, but live action and not have anyone look like anyone's supposed
Lion King has
to.
already been done in animation. It's already been done in Broadway, and now it's done by live action. Seriously.
The Broadway show was
It's
good,
not
the
live
one
action,
with
it's
Oh, yeah.
CGI.
Yeah, it's photorealistic CGI animation, Nick. That's totally different.
Yeah. Look, it's not like this movie isn't animated or anything. It's live action. Say that to me and I will punch you in the dick, I swear to God.
So are you saying it's an anime?
It is an anime.
Kid,
The Lion King 2019 is an anime. It's not like it doesn't have
it's
several
the official
similarities to
Kimba
an
remake.
anime.
It's the official Kimba remake.
The real question is it a sports anime?
Oh my God, don't start with me.
Oh man, the lag.
Hardy, I hate you. Like, here I am, 2 years later, still trying to think about if Death Parade is a sports anime or not. Thanks, Hardy. Thanks a lot for that.
Everything is a sports anime.
I can agree with Food Wars being a sports anime, but not this.
Kingdom Hearts is a sports anime. Fight me.
Look, all I'm gonna say is Prince Ali is shouting in all of his money. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel about Aladdin.
I don't know how to feel about Will Smith as the genie.
Nobody will ever be as good as Robin Williams. Fight me.
Although
So
I
why
do
would
like-
they? Then everyone knows that. So why even try?
Because they've done it on Broadway, that's why.
I do like that one meme of him trying to explain
My
the
Kingdom
plot
Hearts.
to Aladdin.
Oh God. Jesus Christ, why? And then it's like, oh, he's not blue because he's in his human form. Like, I know the genie had a human form, but he only used it in one song sequence, so why?
Why?
All I know is that blue Will Smith, I just hope it's not as bad as live action Lumiere? What was the name of the fucking candle?
Lumiere.
Yep, that's it. Thank you.
Aladdin, the
the
Fresh Prince of Agrabah. Okay, if they don't have a Fresh Prince rap in Aladdin, I'm done.
I mean, they would have to
so
be
bad that I was
insane not
born
to.
in-
When was the last time Will actually rapped? When was the last time Will actually sang anything?
Hitch.
Like for real?
Wild Wild West.
No, Hitch.
No, was it? No, I'm pretty sure it was Men in Black.
He hasn't sung in years now. It's like
Okay, hang on.
It's unfortunate because he is a good
how long ago
singer.
was Hitch? How
Because
long
he
ago
doesn't
was
need
Hitch?
to anymore.
Yeah, he
Hitch
doesn't.
was 2005. Men in Black was. Okay, it
Man in
was
Black
Hitch.
was back in the 90s.
Yeah, Hitch was his last one.
Yeah, that was the last one.
Will Smith better make good celebrity impressions.
Well,
He's gonna
he's
impersonate
just-
Will Smith.
Will Smith's just waiting to do the Barack Obama biopic in a few years' time.
I can see that happening.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, he did
That
good
would-
in The Pursuit of
that-
Happiness, so, I
That
mean...
would pretty much be he's pretty much just biding his time because you know it's gonna get him an Oscar.
Well, you know the guy who played T'Challa in Black Panther, what's his name? He used to be in a lot of biopics. Like the last one he was in was 42, the Jackie Robinson documentary that I was forced to go see as a kid.
Was that
You know, that's-
Lupita Nyong'o or something like that?
Hang on.
You know that's kind of sad because there's that meme going around of him looking sad, and it's like
Yeah.
nobody ever said
He's
nobody
so
ever asked how I'm doing. Just hey, how's Wakanda?
Oh wait,
just
is
so
it
sick of the
Chadwick
Wakanda
Boseman? Is that
Yeah,
it?
that's it. That's it. I'm
Chadwick
looking at it right
Boseman,
now.
Yes.
Yes. Sorry, I'm bad with names. I remember Lupita Nyong'o. I think that's Shuri.
I will always and forever remember Michael B. Jordan because he was amazing in Chronicle and he was amazing in everything else after that.
He was amazing in Creed. He was amazing
Except Fan Four Stick.
Well, he was probably one of the best parts of Fan
he was
Stick. I
probably
haven't seen
the
that
most
movie.
engaging part of Fan Four Stick, to be fair.
That's not a hard
The-
competition.
I know, but at least it was something.
At least after Fan Four Stick, he was in Creed. So it's just like, hey, you failed in Fan Four Stick. Well, we all had jobs like lining up with that, so we were all really safe.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping when it comes to the Academy Awards this year that Black Panther at least gets nominated.
Who? Okay,
God
I'm
damn.
sorry, but who really gives a shit about the Oscars anymore? I'm so sorry.
Here's the thing about the Oscars.
The
It's
old white
basically
people who
marketing.
watch them.
Yeah, winning awards is just good for business. Winning
Wait.
awards just offers good promotion.
The thing
Even
that
a
made
even a bad movie is nominated in
Suicide
major
Squad
return.
beat Star Trek. What the fuck?
Speaking of Star Trek, I was rewatching one of my favorite movies a few nights ago, Galaxy Quest. Anyone ever seen?
Never give up,
Also
never
known as-
surrender.
Also known as the best Star Trek movie.
Yep.
Wait, Ari, you've never seen Galaxy Quest?
Oh,
I
it's
am
the
Star
best.
Wars, not Star Trek. I am sorry.
Galaxy
Oh,
Quest
no.
is amazing, and technically,
I haven't even seen
let me explain, okay? It's Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver, and Alan Rickman playing the cast of an old 1960s sci-fi show,
And I am sold.
dealing with, the convention circuit.
Oh, well, that
Rickman
was
basically
fast. I just beat
Alan
Captain
Rickman
Hook.
Alan Rickman basically plays the Leonard Nimoy character. He's wearing this horrible alien synthetic, and he's just looking in the mirror going, used to be an actor once. I played Richard III. I was a Shakespearean actor. Now look at me, look at me. I'm never doing that line again. He was just so disdain. But the movie is about an actual group of aliens who saw a broadcast of Galaxy Quest, thought it was real, and got the cast to actually save them from an evil alien race.
It's amazing.
It is amazing.
Who was named after one of the critics that trashed the director's previous movie.
Oh, God, I
yeah.
don't know that. But what's even funnier, they actually did a mockumentary of the show, of Galaxy Quest. So you had Alan Rickman and all the other actors playing the actors they play in the movie. So you have Alan Rickman just being this snobbish, I don't want to be here. He is just brilliant in it.
Okay, I gotta say this. From what you just said, it sounds like a Monty Python script directed by the guy who directed Thor Ragnarok and What We Did in the Shadows. I just completely lost my train of thought on what his name is. I'm sorry.
It's
But
Taika Waititi.
That's it. Thank you.
But I remember, what's his name? The guy who plays Picard. Patrick Stewart.
That's it.
He actually described how he went to the movie himself because he didn't think he wanted to see it at first, but then they were like, oh no, you have to go see it in a full crowd, and no one laughed louder than him. Like, he was like, yes, yes. And then Shatner, because Tim Allen basically plays the Shatner character, an arrogant prick. And Shatner's like, who's Tim playing? I have no idea what they're talking about.
Of course,
No.
of course,
Okay.
Picard would totally understand why.
Oh, also, I remember this other time, Picard was Patrick Stewart was actually at home back in England watching
What are you
for
supposed
the
to
very
do?
first time Red Dwarf.
Surprise?
Any of you ever seen Red Dwarf?
I guess you should be.
Well, no, but I know what it's about.
No, I've never
Red
heard
Dwarf-
of it.
Okay, Red Dwarf is a UK sci-fi comedy show, and it is
I'll tell you
hilarious.
where I am.
Okay, no wonder why I haven't heard of it. I'm not British enough.
Hey, where find it?
Your data.
It is
So you're a
hilarious. Basically, there is a arrogant captain, a human that was turned from a cat,
You're not
a robot with a
We share the same
dehedron
body,
head or
same
something,
talents,
and
but
the other guy.
there is one easy way.
The other guy.
Basically, but basically, he was watching it at home and was ready to call his lawyers until something came up that made him laugh.
Unlike you, I fear
Okay, well, a few things. If I care about the Razzies and the Duzzies, the Dubbies, does that mean that we're less friends? Because the Razzies actually know what they're talking about. And okay, back to the Oscars really quickly. The thing that made me just like completely like I used to care about the Oscars because I wanted good movie recommendations, but now I just hate everything about the Oscars because it's an open secret that the awards people win those awards not by integrity but by money,
Oh,
and it's just
look,
like
we-
promotion for their movies.
Ari, we've all watched Adam Ruins Everything. We already know about all that.
Yeah, but that was like an open secret before Adam Ruins Everything, and it's just like, okay, I hate the Oscars so much because they don't care about animation. Like, these guys openly say, yeah, I just drop my kids off to this theater and do business, and it's just they give the award to Disney every year because, oh, it's Disney, everybody loves Disney. No,
not
screw
just-
you.
Has Studio Ghibli won an Academy Award? I'm sure Spirited Away won.
Yeah, but that's because nothing else good came out in 2001, so.
Well, unfortunately, unless there is a real grassroots campaign to actually make the Academy Awards get their head out of their asses, it's just
That's not gonna work.
It's just a massive wangfest. Like most, I mean, hell, I can't believe I'm saying this, but the Oscars might want to take a page out of the Game Awards.
Did you really?
Oh,
just say
God.
that?
I
you
did.
just-
I
Oh my
did.
god. Oh my god.
Because, you know what, the Game Awards might be a bit, but at least it's not as pretentious. At
Well-
least it actually will have some fun.
By the way, Hero, I love your comment about the Abbott and Costello routine.
Hey, Riku, I'm Riku. Oh, hey, Riku, what's going on, Riku?
Bye, Riku. Bye, Riku.
I'm the real
Why
Riku.
you-
I use darkness. I fear nothing.
Holy
By the
shit.
way, you die, so there is nothing but darkness.
Yeah, this... I might have to grind for this.
I'm the real Riku. I'm empty but full of darkness. Holy shit, you are me.
Wait. Remember that one gag from Space Dandy, the one with the chameleon that changed it to other people? It was like, and pretty soon, none of them knew who the real Dandy is, but I'm Dandy. I'm the dandiest Dandy, but I'm the dandiest Dandy. And then they all had depression in the end.
I think that, no, I'm the tag team champion. No, I'm the
I'm
tag team
Dandy,
champion.
but if you're
I'm
Dandy,
the
then
tag
who's
team
Dandy?
champion.
I'm Dirty Dan.
I'm Dandy.
I'm Spartacus.
Dandy.
I'm Jim
I'm
Beam.
Spartacus.
What the hell happened?
And I win! Yay, okay. I just wasn't using my darkness techniques right.
So
Darkness.
I have to. So get this. I have to clear out this room that I'm in, my studio, because we're getting half the house renovated. You know, new kitchen, new flooring, everything. So I have to box up all my games. Like, I've got 2 giant boxes and they barely fill, you know, all my collection. And I haven't even started packing up the consoles and the amiibos and the couch and everything else.
But you get a new kitchen. What can be better than a new kitchen? A new kitchen sounds like heaven.
Stronger and stronger.
Yeah, with a new stovetop and a new cooktop. Oh.
Wait. Is it gonna be gas or electric?
We have it's gonna be gas because we have natural gas. We have a natural gas line, so we may as well use it.
I hate gas stoves so much. They're so hard to clean.
Oh, trust me, they are. But what about the conductive ones? I love those. My dad has that one. That's really good.
All I want is a good electric stovetop because they're easier to clean, and you can cook. You can like roast meat in the oven for hours, and it won't. Your entire apartment won't smell like gas. That sounds like a pretty good trade-off right there.
Roast meat in your oven.
Well, do it even better.
You're the one gonna be doing the roasting.
Cooking roast beef on the barbecue. Cooking roast beef on the barbie.
That's even okay. Look, dude. As long as I've known you, that is the most Australian thing you have ever said.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, we've cooked beef on the barbie. We've cooked the whole roast hams and such on the barbie. It's really nice. Oh, a bar-fried lamb.
Meanwhile, today I heard a story about a man who almost got arrested for killing a spider, trying to kill a spider.
Because he was yelling, "Die!"
And it was like people were like, "Oh my god, is he trying to kill a child?"
Oh my god! I didn't tell you what happened a few weeks ago. I was in my car, just leaving a store on the day after Christmas. I'm waiting at the stoplight. All of a sudden, this big ass spider, like it's the size of my palm. And
oh my god!
It's orange and it's just crawling up my windscreen, and I have my side window down, and it almost crawls inside. I'm like, oh god! I'm trying hard to roll up, like fuck!
That's some Jumanji shit right there.
That is like every Australian's worst nightmare right there, right
well,
there.
no,
Suddenly,
that's the one. No, that's the time it actually like rained spiders from the sky.
Okay, look, it's just
yeah. The thing is, I think this might actually be true. Car insurance does not cover accidents caused by spiders and snakes in Australia. Like, this giant spider came into my car. Sorry, man, it's not covered. Damn it.
I mean, they're like, you moved to you live in Australia, dude. You know what you're getting into.
I mean, it's
yeah. Hey, I know what I'm getting into. Universal healthcare, bitch.
Yeah, $15.
We have that in Canada.
Thing over there.
Oh yeah, Australia's minimum wage is like $18 an hour. Trust me, just for the record,
they pay you because living in Australia is basically living in the fucking wasteland from Fallout.
Although just for the record, the last time Australia's government shut down, the leader had to be dismissed. Just saying.
I mean, don't compare us. Don't compare your government to the orange monkey that's currently in charge of ours.
I mean, I hope that your government actually gives a shit about climate change. I'm just saying. Okay, then.
Here's the thing. Right now, we have a conservative party in power. That after we pretty much had like 5 prime ministers in the last 10 years. Basically, they know about climate change. They just don't care. They know it exists. They just don't. But right now,
I just hope that your government realizes that because you don't care about climate change, you guys are just putting yourself even faster on the track towards death.
And you're like the one closest to the South Pole.
To be fair, they're gonna get voted out next election, beginning of this year. B, we have a lot of solar power. How we have solar powers on my house. There is a giant Tesla battery in South Australia being built. So, while our government doesn't care about climate change, a lot of us do. So things are being taken care of.
Look, all I'm saying is, for someone who wants to travel the world, Australia is like the country that I want to visit both the most and the least because.
Oh, trust me, I get you.
I am terrified of spiders.
Okay. To be fair. In most cases, the spiders that you do see, especially in the inhabited places, they're fine. They're harmless. They're just going their daily life. They just want an avocado latte. Okay?
Alright, now it's time for the best world of the game, Halloween Town. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And also, an avocado latte is the most millennial thing I have heard of.
I know.
What the by the way, to sum up the last cutscene, you're the fake. No, you're the fake. No, you're really a fake.
I'm Dandy. No, I'm Dandy.
I'm Ansem, and you're really the fake Riku. No, he's a model. You're fake.
After all that talk of fakes, I'm just picturing all of Riku and fake Riku's dialogue being set to Sonic and Shadow's interactions from Sonic Adventures 2. I found you, faker!
Long time no see.
Our Sorry, just for the record, you would love Australia. Okay, what kind of food do you like? Do you like the most? Just
I am vegetarian, and you guys. Okay, I watch like a ton of food videos about food all around the world, and you guys have like a chocolate bar and a cheese bar down there, and it's just like, yes, give me fat.
Whoa! Chocolate and cheese bar?
Yeah, there's like a restaurant in Australia that like stuffs all of their food with chocolate. I mean, not chocolate, cheese. Like everything is stuffed with cheese, and it's like cheese poured over. And then there's another place where everything is just like covered in chocolate. You can just like pick up a brownie, go to a fountain, just get it covered in chocolate. It's amazing. Where do you guys have all the good stuff?
Well, we actually have good chocolates out here.
Yeah.
They also have all the
your
scorpions
freaking
and
point.
spiders and
Yeah, in the outback, mate. Unless you're gonna go, you know, to Ayers Rock, which
you banned Charlotte's Web because of the spider.
no, we didn't.
Did you guys
Fuck off.
okay, hang on. Let me look this up. Charlotte's Web banned in Australia.
You're just
brilliant.
making bullshit up now, mate.
Wait, how do you spell Charlotte again?
There was an episode of a TV show that was banned because there was a friendly spider in it, telling you to make friends with spiders.
Dora.
No, it wouldn't have been bad.
I'm telling you it happened. I just don't remember the exact thing.
Catcher in the Rye is banned in Australia.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, hang on. I gotta get up because my dog wants to get into my room.
Hang on.
Wait. Hang on.
Mmm, the land of
This universe
chocolate.
No, it's
banned?
not.
Okay, never mind. Coming, doggo.
I'm just thinking of the AVGN. Spiders, punch them. Hey, you want some too?
Okay, hang on. Let me see. Was it banned in Australia?
There was an episode of some TV show. I don't remember which.
Dora.
Dora.
I don't know. Like, that was something I saw on the internet. I don't know if it's real or not, but probably Dora. To Kill a Mockingbird was too violent to be taught in schools, maybe since there are many, but history teachers, blah, blah, blah. Okay, is this all about Australia?
Okay, for the record, Catcher in the Rye was banned back in the 30s.
Alright then.
Okay, also, Ari, the answer you're looking for is Peppa Pig.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking
okay.
of. Yeah.
Peppa Pig.
Which is a terrible show anyway, so you guys...
Oh yeah, trust me.
Yeah, it's a terrible show.
ridiculous.
Either way, it just that episode was banned because you have to make friends with a spider. Sorry, I condensed it a little bit.
Peppa Pig episode banned in Australia on how spiders can't hurt you. Yeah, look, I can understand from an Australian standpoint why that's because
I mean, yeah.
You need to freaking put Peppa Pig on your Barbie.
Catcher in the Rye was banned in Australia in 1956.
and
God.
then the 70s they finally allowed no more book censorship. Like there wasn't a proper. Basically, that was the same issue that games had here. There wasn't an R rating.
Dude, your country banned Kama Sutra, the Indian sex novel.
Oh,
It's not a novel.
Oh, they banned Lolita for obvious reasons.
Look, do you know what? But here's the funny thing. Do you know what is available in my country? I remember seeing this on an actual DVD shelf.
What?
Cannibal Holocaust. Uncensored. Like, no kidding. Like, I was just in my local DVD store, and there it was just flat right in center.
So they banned GTA 5 for torture,
Yeah,
but that
because
movie
here's the-
uncensored is alright.
Yeah, because unfortunately, games, all literature, and all forms of media are rated by the same classification board. The problem is, for a while, only certain things we rated by certain levels. Like for a while, there wasn't an R18 rating for video games in Australia. So, yeah, they couldn't do it. They had to ban certain things.
The ratings in Australia is very weird. Also, we know one thing that's already banned.
I will say this: I would prefer everything to be classified by the same thing. Because I'm sick and tired of seeing, the ESRB, the MPAA, and those TV ratings and everything else being done self-censorship kind of way. It's so
Exactly.
confusing.
But you know what is already banned? You are, Nick.
Bitch, I'm already there.
I'm
T-shirt
looking
coming
at the
soon.
National Archives of Australia, and I'm trying to find your banned books. I am really deep into this. Oh my god.
Yippee-ki-yay,
Okay,
Mr.
okay,
Falcon.
Okay, look. If you want, let me just pull it up. God damn it.
Visit the banned blog for more information about the prohibited publications on display. What the fuck? What is wrong with your country?
Here, I'm gonna give you a list. It's from the website refuseclassification.com that advertises everything that's been banned in my country. I'm gonna give you a list of all the books that have been banned in Australia.
Well, you know what? I'm not
Yeah.
saying that. I don't know what to say because like California schools banned The Fault in Our Stars because it was too sad for children, and it's like thank you to contributing to the pussification of America, but still, what the fuck? Oh god, okay. Let's take a look at this.
The Agus cookbook.
Why? Epic, from that title. Oh god, okay. You guys banned From Hell? Are you serious? I mean, it's not banned anymore, but are you serious?
Welcome to Australia, mate.
This isn't as bad as China. I'm not gonna lie. You guys.
Oh no! Trust me. Look, we're not as bad as China. Okay, we're not as bad as China, obviously.
Manga hentai comic books. Wait, what the? Manga hentai comic books.
Yep, basically.
Goodbye, Australia.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna take my lesbian ass and we're gonna go somewhere else.
Let's go to Canada.
Like, but there was for a while one of the main retailer DVD stores, JB Hi-Fi. They actually used to sell hentai in their stores for a while.
Four whores. What the fuck? Transsex climax? What is this? What? Sibling Love 2007. Sibling Love 2007 has been banned in Australia.
I'm pretty sure they're just banning incest at this point.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, incest should be banned, but still.
They banned New Climax magazine. Oh, naughty game. Oh, look. Yeah.
What? Goodbye, Australia. I'm done with you, Australia. I'm just gonna close all of these tabs on Australia and just forget about everything.
Please do. Trust me, you don't want to see any more climax.
I mean, like, look, I never wanted to live in your country anyway because your Wi-Fi sucks, but it's just.
No, it doesn't. Our Wi-Fi, my Wi-Fi is
your
awesome.
Wi-Fi has gotten a little bit better thanks to Elon Musk and American, but still.
Also, Eli, yeah, I just raised my DP. My darkness is now totally higher.
Darkness.
No, parents. I like that the amount of darkness, the D points that can be raised. It's just like I just need to get a little bit more dark, a little bit more black. You know what I'm saying?
You ask yourself, how much more black could this be?
I don't know how to help you, so...
None more black.
Again, I don't know how to help you achieve that, but Rachel Dolezal has a documentary on Netflix, so there you go.
It's okay.
I like how it looks like. I think it might just be a trick of the battle background, but it looks like the Flower Heartless have more grooves in their petals to match the background.
Speaking of which, it is now 8 o'clock and I must check on my slow cooker. BRB.
Okay.
Ooh, slow cooked.
I have pizza waiting for me, so that's where I'm at. Bam.
I like how the bouncing things in here are spider web trampoline.
Yeah, I love that. I just love the layout of the Halloween Town world. Like, some of the worlds are a hassle to navigate. This is just fun. And the enemies are actually, like, not annoying. I hate Neverland simply because the pirates in Neverland are so horrible because they don't give you enough dodge frames because they do that continuous attack, and it's just like,
So you're saying you'd prefer it if the pirates didn't do anything?
If it was VeggieTales, then yes, it would be better.
They're probably not as good as the pirates from Aquaman, though. I
like Reliant K's version of that song, though.
Speaking of which, I wish you guys were here because when you lift up the lid on that slow cooker, it smells so good.
Feed me.
Look, I'm pretty sure you don't want to eat vegan mac and cheese and fried chickpeas tonight, so later.
I told you I wanted to, start eating healthier.
It's going to be so hard. It's going to be so hard.
Phrasing.
Shut up! I know what I said! Look, I'm just saying, with how you eat and what you're used to spending money on, it is not going to be easy for you to go vegan right now.
I know.
I'm just saying.
My focus is squarely on getting this chest surgery because my back was killing me so the past few mornings. I don't know if it's just my shoes or if it's my chest. My back has just been killing me.
It could be your head wasn't screwed on just right. It could be perhaps that your shoes are too tight.
Oh god. Well, look, I can tell you this, it would be pretty easy for you to go vegetarian, but not completely.
Oh my god, the card Zen just got, bottomless darkness.
Oh my god, why? No, I can tell you that it will probably be pretty easy for you to go vegetarian, but not a complete vegetarian, Just cut back on what you eat, the meat that you eat, maybe twice a week.
Have leaner meat.
But in order for you to go vegetarian, it's better for you to cook your own food. It's not going to be as expensive as vegan, but still.
I also can't stay away from sushi and steak, so it's
yeah, that's exactly what she says to me every single day of my life.
Hey, Rodolphus.
I am just saying.
Feed me all night long? Well.
I mean, I'm not saying that I don't have plans, but still.
Well, that's for our private chats. Anyway.
Giggity.
We have lesbian talk quite a bit. Let's just say that.
I mean, you can't blame me, so.
Let's see. We have gone an hour so far, and I've completed one world.
Also, not to toot my own horn here, but I've been working on this for the past couple of days. At Thanksgiving we went to a friend's house, and they had a turkey that we had no idea this cooking technique existed, but their turkey was brewed with sweet tea.
What?
Well, basically what they did is they steeped the turkey in sweet tea before roasting it with a lot of other ingredients like lemons and oranges and garlic and onions. It sounds like a weird flavor combo, but apparently the results are is like one of the most moist turkeys you'll ever put in your mouth.
Oh, I bet. Oh, that was
moist.
Really good.
Moist.
Phrasing.
Moist.
And I've been working on this for the past couple of days because it has to soak for 12 hours. And it was it's my first time ever preparing a turkey, but I got to tell you, it's pretty delicious.
Turkey, that's one of the things that I kind of miss, but mostly don't miss. Turkey bacon was awesome. Turkey burgers are awesome. But you have a vegetarian option of that, and it's just it's good enough for me.
I'm not a big fan of turkey and chicken because a lot of the time I find them too dry for my palate.
That's because you didn't have them made by the right person.
But I am a big fan of fish. Fish, when prepared correctly, a good salmon.
I've been thinking about reincorporating fish back into my diet, but that's overseas to Japan or something.
A good roast pork with lots of crackling.
Pork is definitely one thing I do not miss. Pork, lamb, beef.
Heroes are so good, though. Oh my god, heroes are so amazing.
So Ari, you don't like the pork? You don't like being porked?
No, no, I definitely do not.
She doesn't like meat in her mouth.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let me just lower my voice here real quick and just say, do you motherfuckers not remember the part about me not liking cock?
We are lesbians.
That's what I just said.
I'm just saying, chicken is disgusting.
Because actually, okay, in Australia, they actually do commercials to advertise pork, and they actually have one that was a wife talking with her friends about, oh, I porked him. Yeah, he loved it. And it just cuts to them seductively eating pork together with the family going, what the fuck are they doing?
Wow, that sounds really gay.
Not as gay as I am.
Yeah, that's true. You're probably like the biggest homo in the world. I'm just saying.
Hey.
All of the homo.
It's a lot of fun. Not even a little homo?
No one's a bigger slut than I am.
I mean, I can agree with
I'm the
that.
only gay in this village.
Actually, Hero, you're the only bi here, so...
I was quoting something, Ari.
I know, but still, though. Just saying.
Well, welcome
And
to.
I'm just saying, you.
Welcome to the gay train. This is the extremely gay stream starring Zen.
We porked all over the kitchen table.
Oh God.
Right, why? What has this night turned into? Oh, right.
I miss streaming.
This is an average Stain of Memory stream because we have shit to talk about.
We have jack shit, and it's taken me an hour to get through one world, and
We have Jack and shit, and Jack left Halloween Town.
I'm
wait,
pretty
what is
close to
Sally's
finish. I don't know. I mean, we can live like them if we want.
I mean, I would like that, but still.
All I know is that I'm almost done with Halloween Town, because like this one is actually a very short world. And then
I never understood how those mummy humblets work. Like, they have an unbreakable attack, but it's just them waggling their fingers at you. I mean, I know they're claws, but how is that shit unbreakable compared to what you have?
I have metal, you have paper.
Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here playing Breath of the Wild, fighting with the severed arm of a skeleton. I'm
It's
sorry,
like-
fans.
It's like sword versus sword. It's like you're and also, if you fight with nothing but the arm of a skeleton, you're gonna have a bad time.
Actually, you know what? Let me just borrow from Megan and call this night 2 gays and a half plus Enigma.
Sorry, I'm
So-
just too busy with the girls from KDA.
2.5 gays.
Yeah, I've seen.
Let us not reference 2.5 men, please.
Yes, I was gonna say.
Good for a while.
They
I was gonna say.
they
I
hate
was-
trans people in that show.
I was gonna say. I guess that makes me a hero. Shell turtle power.
Oh god,
Hero and half shell. Oh,
that was
God.
bad.
But yeah, I'm not a big fan of 2.5 men.
It was good when Charlie Sheen was on it. God damn it.
It's transphobic.
I don't know what you mean by that because I have evidence of that, but still, I'm not gonna argue.
There's an episode where one of his friends comes to town, and it's someone that used to be a man, and they make jokes about it the entire episode.
Yeah,
That-
you know my philosophy about bullshit, so I'm not gonna say anything until I see it.
That and Ashton Kutcher's has a friend who's a lesbian, and the joke is she's a lesbian.
Yeah, but okay, that was when 2.5 Men was at its worst. So I'm not gonna argue with that because I actually
I never got into 2.5 Men. Of course, I used to watch...
Wait, you don't get
Bang
in?
Theory.
Well, I mean, you don't get into men.
I mean, I was into Big Bang Theory for a while, but it just...
Big Bang is horrible too.
no.
I mean, I used to like it. I found it funny. I mean, I wanted to smack Sean around like motherfucker most of the time, but...
I used to like it too when I was in middle school and didn't know better, and I hate middle school me even more
Why
for
are
it.
you it's a sitcom, so it's supposed to be high art. Not every sitcom
Yeah,
has to be
but it's
crazy
not
about something.
entertaining. There's no jokes.
The
It's
thing
just
is,
like,
the
look
thing
at
is,
them, they're
people.
nerds.
Thing is, though, people hate that show for the wrong reason.
Okay, wait.
Because recently a lot of people have come out like, oh, it's like a nerd minstrel show. These people
Nah.
aren't real nerds. But no, No, you hate this show because the characters are horrible people.
I just don't think it's funny.
Hang on.
So they
hang
hate it because they're horrible people, so it's like Friends.
Hang on.
Well,
let me
yeah.
send this. Let me send this. God, why? Here.
Though I
There.
did like that one. That I did like.
Check
that
the AV
one
room.
skit. I did like that one skit where they were playing D&D and Howard was doing all those celebrity impressions.
Check
I
the
thought that was
AV room. Save that video to your watch later. Watch it. Get back to me.
A big banging 2.5 men.
That was bad. Go to your-
No,
to your
that was
corner.
Itchy who said.
I know that was okay. Look, I'll admit that was kind of good, but that was still bad. It was bad because you had a bad show in it.
Oh god. Anyway, let's get off of 2.5 dicks. Anyway,
Oh God.
I don't want to see that half dick.
with that Charlie Sheen tiger blood. Anyway, how about these sentient flowers who are trying to kill me, even though they're zombie flowers apparently?
Oh, so you clearly haven't played Undertale yet, have you?
Yeah.
I have played Undertale.
I still need to beat Undertale so I can play Delta
They are shooting friendliness pellets at him.
Oh god.
No. It's called love. You have to catch the love.
I have to
Walk
get
into the love petals.
You know what's going on here, don't you?
Oh god.
I did a
The audio really, especially the Chara heartbeat audio at the end. Oh god, that is just.
that final boss fight is so damn creepy, and that's probably my
I
favorite.
haven't played it. I haven't got in there yet. Please stop.
I actually haven't done the genocide thing. I refuse to do it.
I've only done neutral, so
No, I've done passive all the way, like both times playing it, even though I haven't beaten it yet. But still,
it's a lot of fun. It's a great game. I think the first
I need
2 hours
to
sucks.
I need to get my Switch back then. It's at Nintendo right now, getting repaired.
It's getting switched out.
oh, speaking of Switch, then I know another game you can play. You can, if you want. Yeah, God. Well, actually, no. Never mind, because I remember you're that good. You're probably gonna need a Switch for it. Never mind. But no, God, like with Undertale, I don't really think it's worth playing neutral or genocide because it's just these characters are so freaking good and I love them all, and it's just, why would you want to kill anyone in neutral? And in genocide is like, hey, we're gonna make this super hard, punish you for everything, because this is a game where you don't have to kill anyone and killing bad.
Well, see, the reason I had neutral for the first run is simply because I didn't know from the get-go, and I accidentally killed the first boss of the game. So
You killed Toriel?
How could you, you monster!
and then I reset the game, and
There you go, thank you.
but the flower remembered it,
I know, and it scared the crap out of me when I did the same thing.
so I didn't kill anyone else after that, but I still got the neutral ending.
I hate it when games do that, when they just all of a sudden become sentient and it's just like, oh, I know, we're in a video game. Nope, back out, delete.
I love that, especially Doki Doki.
Oh god, Doki Doki was the worst
I was
one.
about to say just Monica.
Doki Doki was the worst one.
That was so fun though.
It was a lot of fun. I wanna do it
that
again.
game needs to be on Switch. Doki Doki Literature Club.
You know, we could replay Doki Doki for like there's no true ending, but there's just like, you know, I already told you, you get all the CGs with all the characters, and then you're like get a different ending.
Oh,
And
hey,
then there's
Max.
like a letter from the creator in the end. So it's just, I don't know. Like you can see the other two routes with Yuri and.
I still kind of want to like go through like visual
Sayori.
novels together, because I know there's like some like that we could do together that we haven't played. I like
Heart in the
Umineko.
Woods. Heart in the Woods is coming out this year, so Yuri again.
Oh, we could do that.
Yeah, it's from. I know about it because one of my
What about-
favorite artists did the art.
And what about Night in the Woods?
I haven't played Night in the Woods. No, I was going. This is what I was going to suggest. Maybe you would like to play Stardew Valley because multiplayer came out. But I know that your computer's pretty bad, but I think your PC can handle it, and it's a really good stream game. It's a game that's not really well fit for YouTube, and I have it on both PC and Switch. So
The thing is, I've never played any game like Harvest Moon or Stardew Valley or anything like it, so...
yeah, but Stardew Valley is like really good because it sucks you in with all the content that you have to unlock, and the story and the characters are also really good. I actually care about a lot of these people.
I'll give it a shot, but I do need to finish some of the games that we're playing on these streams first.
What I'll do is, if you want to try it, I'll give you my Steam login because I dropped it playing on Steam after I got the Switch version for obvious reasons. Like the Switch version, the controls are a little bit wonky and sometimes it shits itself, but it fixes itself really quickly. So I honestly prefer playing it on Switch over PC, to be honest, just because, oh, hey, I can like work on my farm on the go, say hi to my wife, and kiss the kid.
Wait, who's your wife? I thought I was your wife.
Of course.
I thought
Oh, I love Abigail so much.
But I thought I was your wife.
Yeah, but she's my in-game wife. I'm just saying, she's a giant nerd who like she loves she loves Amethyst, and she plays the flute, and she plays video games, and she has a NES in her room, and she's just adorable.
Master of the Universe movie coming out this year, and a sequel to Jumanji. Yeah, there's a Jumanji 3.
Are you serious?
There will be.
Kill me.
I don't understand how, because apparently at the end they destroy the game.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look, I'll give the Jumanji movie credit. They actually paid respect to the original with an Easter egg with Robin Williams when they were in the game. That whole part where the guy was like, "Oh, this is his house. I'm just living in it." And it's just like, oh, that was really, really nice. That was so sweet. But like,
I haven't
why?
seen the second one. My friend Eric likes it.
All I'm gonna say is The Rock was the best part of the movie. That is all.
I hear Jack Black does a good job, but
Jack Black does an amazing job.
Yeah,
I forget all about that.
He's a lot funnier than you think he'd be in this role.
It's just so nice seeing him play a self-absorbed teenage girl who's like, she's just amazed over her dick and it's adorable. It's so good. It's so good. I don't know why, but it's really funny.
I've heard good things.
And then there's like The Rock, who is just being big and buff, but he's playing a wimpy nerd, and it's awesome.
Who is it? And it fucking blew my mind when this. But the kid who plays the nerd in Jumanji, he's the younger brother from the Naked Brothers band.
Wait,
Are you kidding
really?
me?
No,
So
I'm not.
he's related to the guy who played Light in the Death Note movie?
Unfortunately.
Bullshit. Well, no. Actually, no. I'll tell you this. Have you guys at least seen or heard of The Ballad of Buster Scruggs? It's a new Netflix original movie.
Yeah.
Okay,
I've
the
heard of
kid, the guy in the third story, Meal Ticket, the guy who plays... Oh god, the guy who plays the dude who tells the story, the one without the arms and the legs, that's Dudley from Harry Potter. That's Dudley being picked up, carried around, and cared for by Liam freaking Neeson. It's honestly amazing. You guys should really watch The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. It's a really good movie. Speaking of movies, it is now 8:20 and I have to go so I can cook and whatnot, because macaroni isn't going to boil itself and chickpeas aren't going to fry themselves.
Phrasing, but bye,
I
love.
know, shut up. Yeah, okay, bye. You guys suck and I hate all of you, so do not enjoy your night.
I love you.
Hate you.
Love you.
I hate you so much.
Love you too.
You suck and I hate you.
I'll talk to you later.
No, you won't.
What is today? Opposite day?
No,
I don't know.
she's just I can't even call her that because of our contract.
Catcha.
But you have to end by calling me you know what.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I do not.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't have to. 'Cause, like, you...
Yeah, otherwise I'll break the contract.
I don't want to.
Do it.
No, it's on stream.
I don't care.
No, I can't.
Baby.
I'd rather have this stupid contract broken.
Baby, please.
I'd rather have the stupid contract broken instead.
I won't ask you for a week.
That's still not good enough.
2 weeks.
How about never?
I don't know, because then I'll just start calling you, you know what again.
I'd rather have the contract broken and then call you down the stream.
Come on.
No, I don't wanna. Can't make me.
3 weeks.
Zen, no means no.
Final offer.
3 weeks plus you buy me Spider-Man.
Fine.
I'm still not doing it.
Okay, Tsundere.
Cool, we're done. Awesome, I'm free. I'm free. I'm free to feel so good. Thank God. Oh my God, yes.
But that also means I get to call you the other thing later, too.
You know what? I don't care. So screw you guys, I'm dropping out.
Bye, Tsundere waifu.
You suck and I hate you, but we did.
For a second, I thought the connection ended.
Yeah, no, she just left. For those of you who don't know, I will explain what just happened because it's a very funny story. Not as funny as the tarantula dick, but this is a funny story. So, because she didn't come up for Christmas, and because we were having our little back and forth about how I call her a tsundere and whatnot, I'm just like, okay, well, let's make a deal. I won't call you a tsundere anymore, but you have to call me senpai until you see me. And it worked for a little bit, but she did not want to say it for much longer. She just does not like being called a tsundere, even though it's completely true. And she knows it. Anybody there?
I'm still here.
Okay. I haven't heard anything. Oh yeah, Nick went to do his thing. He went to food his food.
Oh crap! Now I got to vamp. There is. So about that wood texture in the background, I said wood.
The texture in the background's so weird. It's like everything is made out of yarn.
Well, no, you're not playing Kingdom Hearts Yoshi's Woolly World yet. No, it's obviously an aesthetic choice, but the floor looks like it's made of wood, so, like wood grain carved into it.
Yeah, we made the entire level out of wood, morning wood.
It's made of wood.
No, it's not a rock. It's a boulder.
It's a rock! A rock! Oh, the pioneers used to drive this thing all across the world.
Oh, God.
SpongeBob, can you please shut up about the pioneers? Have you ever noticed that there are none of them left? Because they were lousy hitchhikers, and now you're saying they could drive rocks. Okay. Finally through the Pumpkinhead door. Just watch out for his revenge.
Oh God, Oogie's revenge.
I was thinking of Pumpkinhead's revenge, but that works too.
Yeah, Oogie Boogie is so easy in this version of the game.
He's easy in 2, too.
Yeah, like 2, I don't even understand why he was brought back. It just, there was no
I don't
reason.
either. I think even in game they don't even know.
Why did we bring him back again?
So we can kidnap this cause like it every time.
I do have to say I love the second game and how they handle Sora meeting Santa Claus though. Like the look on his face when he actually meets Santa Claus is so priceless.
That's adorable. Like, you know, I used to. I'm gonna show my age a little bit for saying this, but on DeviantArt there used to be this club called the Sora Slaughterers that just happened to show up on my feed one day. Because apparently, like a lot of main characters, Sora has a rather large hate debt, and I'm like, if you just look at Sora's face when he's like, and then we can see Santa, like, how can you hate that?
I know. He's so adorable. It's so cute.
Just and
oh, that was bullshit. Okay. But yeah, like
have fun playing Dungeon Dice Monsters then.
Dungeon Dice Monsters. But my game has dice.
Alright. And then there's...
And Oogie's dead.
That was quick.
Yeah, like, him and Hook are pretty easy in this. Ursula's easy.
Kind of makes you wonder why they made the game in the first place. Just
to pad it out, because they had the story stuff, and they're like, okay, well, we need...
I know why they made it. Just...
It would have done better as DLC.
Yeah, I maintain that this is still the weakest entry in the series, even with the improved controls in the remake.
It's like after playing,
and now I've got Pumpkin, the King of Ghosts.
like after playing through this. And everything up to Birth by Sleep, like, this so far is the weakest entry. And granted, I haven't played, I haven't played Dream Drop Distance or Coded yet, but, I mean, like, this just is fundamentally flawed in so many ways.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, if you want the better experience with at least the bosses of Chain of Memory, just fight the Data Organization members in Final Mix.
Oh yeah, the stuff that they had for 2 Final Mix is amazing. And it's like, I had legitimate problems with some of the stuff that they added to 1 Final Mix, because they made it more complicated. I have no issue with anything from 2 Final Mix. It is a fantastic game. And the data battles... the only battle that I thought was stupid was the Lingering Will, because
the Lingering Will of D.
Like I tried to beat him regularly, and I just got so sick of it because it's so cheap. Like, I got him halfway, and then he cheap shotted me with his like infinite like blocking everything. So I just used the cheap method of the jump keyblade method. You can infinite loop him, but even that took me 1 hour to perfect that technique, because even with a cheap method, he's still horrible to fight.
Basically, if you're cheap, he'll be cheap right back.
Yeah, like it sucks because like. To infinite loop him, you have to time your jump perfectly when you land on the ground, and your hit perfectly, because if he's up against a wall, it won't continue the infinite loop unless you have the timing correctly. I was so annoyed, but I did it. I don't have to do it again. Fuck that. I still gotta beat the critical mode, though. I not sure how well that's gonna go, but then again, I've only ever done proud mode on all of the games, so...
Yeah.
And I did Birth by Sleep on standard simply because this was my first time playing it and I wanted to enjoy the game. And for the most part, I did. There are some problems that I do have, but I mean, like, they're not game breakers. Honestly, like, the biggest issue I think I have with Birth by Sleep is Terra. Terra's so
that's my
dumb.
biggest issue. Yeah.
Him and Master Ericus, it's just like, how do you not see this obvious evil?
Terra is a prime example of actually, the whole game is a prime example of poor communication kills. Because if any of the 3 Keyblade wielders had stopped to talk with each other a little bit longer, then none of this shit would have happened.
Exactly.
But then again, if none of it had happened, we wouldn't have a story. So...
It's strange, because I love Ven's story, and I think Aqua's story is pretty interesting too, because Aqua's a great character, although a lot of her story is cleaning up Terra's messes.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's just like, a lot of it is, just guys, stop for 1 second, think, maybe the creepy bald guy is really evil.
And maybe there's a connection between that creepy guy in the face mask and all the unversed that are popping up.
Like, there are some very real questions I want to ask. Like, Ericus, why did you let Master Xehanort oversee the Master Training session if you knew that he was trying to create the Keyblade?
I mean, all I can say, though, somebody on Twitter did say this. I feel very sorry for the person who's going to need to reprise, who's going to need to fill in for Leonard Nimoy now.
Oh, he was so deliciously evil. Darkness can only be channeled. It is so Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very subtle way to try and do Star Wars versus Star Trek.
and it's funny because I love Mark Hamill as a voice actor, but I hate his character in this.
Yeah.
The other question I have is, what about all the other Keyblade Masters? Where did they start? What's the deal with that? Like, why are there only 2 of them? What happened with Master Yen Sid? There's a lot of things that aren't really explained.
Well, I think I can answer at least a few of those. I'm pretty sure, at least partially, Xehanort was responsible for founding this Keyblade Wielders Academy of sorts, because he had no ulterior motives whatsoever. He totally wasn't gathering all these Keyblade Wielders just so he could get the Keyblade to form, And then there's with Yen Sid, I think it is stated that he sort of broke off and did his own thing after what happened with the... Does he appear in Birth by Sleep?
He's in Birth by Sleep, but he doesn't tell you much. He said he stepped down from being a master, and he said he's been monitoring everything, and he said, Xehanort hasn't abandoned this idea, and there's 3 chairs on the council, but... as far as I know, because I haven't gotten through the final episode yet, but he hasn't explained it.
So in other words, you knew he was evil, but instead of actually stopping him, you just stepped down and said, "Let's see where this goes."
That's Yen Sid in a nutshell. The entire game, he's only saying, I'm gonna observe, and I had hoped you would go down the right path. And Mickey is his pupil, and he came to him for training, but that's about it.
Okay, this is a little bit of a spoiler for Dream Drop Distance, but I love how, but I honestly kind of love how the game is technically at heart Riku's story, because it very much focuses on him. Sora does get a lot of development, but a lot of that comes from realizing stuff that's happened in previous entries, even though he doesn't technically know it. Like there's this one scene that made me fucking cry, because there's this very brief moment where Sora's being led through this, basically being led through this dream hallway, and he's being led by someone who he thinks is Kairi, but very briefly she turns into Shion.
Oh my god!
And suddenly one of Sora's eyes has a tear in it, and he has no idea why.
And that's the thing I like about Kingdom Hearts is the subtlety. Like, the same thing happened in Kingdom Hearts 2, kind of, where, like, when they're about to say goodbye to Hayner, Pence, and Olette, they're crying and he doesn't know why. It's like, there's some really nice stuff that they do with these characters. Why? Okay, here's another thing. I've heard that Vanitas looks like Sora because Sora replaced the missing part of Ventus's heart. The problem is, why? Because he was split off from Ventus before Sora repaired his heart.
I honestly have no clue why. I mean, you could say he's like the missing. He's like the other. He's like the heartless of the other half of a heart that Sora filled in. But
yeah, that's like my big thing is just like I understand what they were trying to do there, and it would have made more sense if he just looked like Ven. Or something like that, but like I mean, Roxas makes more sense now, at least.
Honestly, I think the only reason he doesn't look like Ven is because they thought there were too many characters that looked alike.
I mean, yeah, I do like
just make him Sora with black hair.
We're just gonna give him a DJ helmet and he'll be fine. A Daft Punk helmet.
And he's gonna beat you one more time.
Magic, 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 magic.
I've got magic in me.
And I also think it's kind of funny that I also think it's kind of funny that Xehanort is doing everything because he's curious about like what happened in the Keyblade War. Now, I'm curious what happened in the Keyblade War too, because we don't know exactly what happened in that. But at the same time, there's a few things that they were brought up, like did he say predecessors forbid it or something like that? Like they forbid knowing about the Keyblade War.
Honestly, Zen, I can tell you this: it's going to be answered in Kingdom Hearts Pi. Because you know it's gonna fucking happen.
Either that or it's gonna be Kingdom Hearts 3 when we actually see the Keyblade War. But, like, I'm curious as to why they even want to restart the Keyblade War, or what the Kai Blade is.
The only reason they want to restart the Keyblade War is because the last time the Keyblade War happened, the She-Blade was formed.
the X-Blade.
I call it the She-Blade because it's pronounced Keyblade, but it looks like she to me. But anyway.
You could call it Deathblade.
Well, whatever it is, Xehanort wants to reform it because with it he'll be absolutely powerful. And apparently that's the reason he formed Organization 13 in the first place, just to have all those vessels for him because his body is old and withered and no longer capable of wielding it, except he seems pretty spry in the time that he actually gets up to fight.
I mean, he stood pretty well against Terra, even though he took over, Terra's
fucking
body.
Mickey. He broke... I mean, no, that's another character. He broke... I was gonna say he broke out of Stopza, but still.
Intense round of.
For a while. I'll talk to you all later.
All right, later, Nick. It turns out the Keyblade War was a super intense round of mass rock paper scissors.
I mean, that part where where Xehanort like levitates all of the keys and sends them flying at Ventus. I was just picturing him getting stabbed with a whole bunch of safety scissors.
I just love how he's able to do that move. It's just like, these were once full of life. Now I'm just going to use them all at once. I'm like, yes.
Like, that's the real final form Sora should have taken. He, like, wields every Keyblade ever at the same time. He's got them all floating around him like he does when he's in final form.
You have, like, 15 Keyblades.
15? Try 1,500.
Oh, God.
That's what the final battle's gonna be. He's gonna use every Keyblade at once.
Oh, God. I feel like there's more missing that, like, this game...
Oh, there is. If you explore all of the data logs, it answers some of it. But you shouldn't have to do that to get the full experience of the story.
Yeah, like, honestly, I feel like if they were gonna do a prequel, they should have dialed down the Disney worlds a little bit. And did more like Radiant Garden, because that was one of the meatier, lore-filled worlds.
Yeah, and I'm fairly certain that we're going to get Kingdom Hearts Pi, the original Keyblade. No, Keybladers of the Old Republic.
What is this, like Asura's Wrath 2.0? The real ending is DLC.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, like, I like what I've played, but I feel like there's more, there's really a lot more that I want to know, and, but it does answer some of my questions with, okay, why does Riku have the Keyblade? Because it was really meant for Riku, and Sora took hold of it. So, you know, it makes a sense from this game.
Which actually, that comes full circle once you play Dream Drop Distance, because they actually do address the fact that Riku was supposed to be the original Keyblade master in this scenario.
And that's something I like, because his development in Kingdom Hearts 2 was just so, like, it was as much Sora's coming of age story as it was Riku's redemption arc. Like, this in Chain of Memories, where it was Riku's redemption arc.
I do remember this one comic where they were making fun of the fact that Sora was so happy to see Riku, and Kairi was like, Sora, I have boobs now, seriously.
Oh, another thing I noted, because Aqua met the young Kairi, and the Keyblade that you get is the one that she gets in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Right. So, a lot of people have theorized that part of her made it into that part of her touched Kairi in a similar way that Ventus's heart touched Riku, Sora's.
Yeah, it seems that way because the magic spell she placed seems like it.
Yeah, that and they have the same eyes.
You have Lily's eyes.
Oh God.
Until they're Norded.
I love this franchise. There's actually quite a bit I want to talk about when it comes to Dream Drop Distance, but I can't do that because spoilers.
Yeah, I really like. But then again, that's the last thing I need to get to, aside from 0.2 and Union.
All I can tell you is the final boss, or really the penultimate boss. You need the balloon spell to beat him easily. Like, the balloon spell is broken as shit. It's like that Seeker Mind spell from Birth by Sleep.
Oh yeah.
I have boobs now. Seriously.
I mean,
not yet.
Well, technically do.
Yeah.
It's just you can't see them in a lot of the clothes I wear, unfortunately.
So your boobs are John Cena?
Oh God! da 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 da, boob Cena.
You open your shirt for Ari and you just hear da da da.
Send her a picture. Da da da. Shabadoo!
Yeah.
Oh, I miss streaming. Yeah, Kairi got the shaft into, unfortunately. I really hope she's either playable or she does something in 3 because, like I have her dress, I want to cosplay her, and she's so sweet and charming, and I want her to fight with Axel. Kairi MVP.
I wanted to fucking do shit, unlike in 2, where she was just on the sidelines for most of the time, and she got one fight off screen. Just
It's like, there are parts that I do like that they did for her in 2. Like, she had the balls to, like, go into the Door of Darkness to try to help.
And for some reason, like in school with Yuffie, like, what? They have school on the island?
They have parents?
Well, no, see, the one question that none of the games answered is, did Sora's mom ever finish calling him for dinner?
Yeah.
Because that's the one line she gets in the first game, and that's all we ever hear.
And
can I just address this? The fact that in the first game they're trying to build a raft, and yet if you look at the dock, there are boats.
yeah.
Boats.
Yeah, like, okay, so we have these boats that we use to get to the island to stay here, but we're going to have a raft without a row, or like an oar or a sail, and it's somehow going to get us to another world?
I mean, a lot of people have brought up that if they had actually finished the raft, they would have fucking died. But there's either that or it would have been a Robinson Crusoe situation.
Unless Riku was intentionally leading them to that moment, because, I mean, he had already seen a bunch of people from other worlds and knew that they were from other worlds.
For a second, I was misremembering it, because I was like, didn't they fight with oars? And I was like, no, they're wooden swords. But although whacking somebody with an oar would be a pretty cool way of fighting. I mean,
there is the character Oars in One Piece.
He doesn't use an oar, though.
I know.
I mean, he's a giant, so what oar would he use?
But yeah, like, I like the fact that Kairi takes charge. I like the fact that as soon as she's handed a Keyblade, she doesn't say, like, oh, I don't know how to use it. She just starts fighting.
I mean, what's to know? You just flail around and the Heartless die.
True. I'm just saying, like, she jumps into the action. It's just, they don't show enough of her. It's very much not her story.
Though, honestly, though, I do like the fact that Axel's getting a bigger part in the... Like Axel's getting a bigger part in the story later, but...
I mean, I really liked Lee in Birth by Sleep. He was awesome.
Okay, I can't say anything more because that's a spoiler for Dream Drop Distance.
Ah, damn it! And I know there's Sakuraba in Dream Drop Distance, and I'm waiting for that because, like,
Nick, like, have fun, Nick.
Oh God.
Speaking of remixes, that's like something that's gonna plague my channel for a while because
You just finished it, and then.
And then Square Enix is like, no, we're going to re-release it one more time with that new content we promised you. And I had just under the right amount of money I needed to get a Switch this Christmas. So I'm just like, fuck it. I'm just going to catch up on My Hero Academia and buy all those My Little Pony comics I wanted. But yeah, I've still got to wait a while before I can get a Switch. I mean, I know I might get some money for my birthday, but that's probably going to be spent at A2F because I really like going to a con, which was basically my last birthday gift, and since the con was in June, it fit pretty well. So I'm probably going to go to Arkansas Anime Festival again. I mean, it would be cool if I could actually go to MagFest before my main series ended, but that's not going to happen.
I would like to go to MagFest again, but the thing is, I have bills that I need to pay off, and surgery that needs to be paid, and I got a lot of bills ahead of me, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a Switch is probably one of the first things I'm going to get once I actually get a job again. Yeah, I know MagFest is this weekend. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah, we're both not going.
I mean, obviously, because I'm not there.
I'm there right now. Can't you see? Right behind Chiaki in the background. She's sleeping. She was so funny. As soon as I started the stream, like, before I had even set up, she was on my lap, like, kissing me, like, relentlessly, and as soon as we started, she just jumps off and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Alright. We've finished the Halloween Town floor. Let's see, is there any bosses on this floor?
Not to be confused with the Scare floor. That's in Kingdom Hearts 3. So, oh, and by the way, on February 3rd, it'll officially be 2319.
2319!
You obviously believe this.
That poor guy.
But I remain unconvinced we were such coddling. I think an experiment.
Oh, Vexen, your face is so punchable. He was so hard in his day to battle, too.
You know what would make Vexen a lot more endearing? If he were voiced by Alan Rickman. Because he looks kind of like a character Alan Rickman would play.
Yeah.
He does have that Snape quality about him.
He's just the kind of character you want to punch. Even in Birth by Sleep, when he didn't voice him, I just wanted to punch him.
See, I was around when the Kingdom Hearts fandom started, because that was around the time that the internet became a big thing. So, of course, one of the things that flooded fanfiction.net when it first became a thing was Kingdom Hearts stories. And of course, there was also Harry Potter stories, because at the time, those were the two big things. Well, okay, there were a lot more than that. There was Naruto and stuff like that. But the thing is, I've seen the dark side of the Kingdom Hearts fandom. Vexen is a bad person. Don't get me wrong. But he does not deserve the treatment that he gets in a lot of the fan fiction that he's in. Because of Riku, they always make him into a child molester.
Aw, that's not true.
Because he made a little boy in his basement. Just
Are you betraying
it's
me?
so that and I did read this fanfic where they made Sephiroth Riku's father.
Oh God.
Because they have gray hair, you racist. Have you heard of this fanfic called If I Was Your Nazi?
No.
Well, it's basically a high school love story featuring the cast of Kingdom Hearts, including the organization, except almost all of them are Nazis. And it's this really awkward background detail that permeates the entire fic, and even the title is just terrible. And then there's this one story where they turn Riku into a Naga that eats Sora because vor. Just...
I have nothing.
Yeah. You merely adopted the Kingdom Hearts fandom. I was born into it, molded by it. I didn't see a good Kingdom Hearts fanfic until I was already a man.
Max, who's going to be at Tidewater Comic-Con. But yeah, wow, God. Do I want to go with Wonderland, Olympus Coliseum, or Atlantica? Ugh.
Let's have Finny fun.
All right. Atlantica it is.
Swim this way, we'll dance and we'll play.
You know, I actually do like the rhythm game in Kingdom Hearts 2. I just don't like that song.
Haley Joel Osment can't sing is the problem.
Donald can't sing is the
Okay, admittedly, Donald, you already knew he would have a bad singing voice, but he is committed to Sparkle Motion. I give him credit for that.
I just find it funny because you learn in Duck...
Like, Haley, what's your excuse?
And at least Donald was in a band when he was younger.
Yeah.
It's canon.
He played the electric triangle.
Oh, God. Yeah, the Atlantica enemies are the most annoying thing, though, because I don't like the screwdrivers, I don't like the sea neons. Like, a lot of these are just bad. But you're underwater and you can jump. You have normal physics.
Yeah. I mean, but it's not real water, it's the memory of water.
The mind makes it real. The Matrix has you, man.
And then the enemies are just like, stop trying to hit me.
And hit me. I don't...
That
oh.
is a...
See.
Kari Payton was the voice of Cyborg in the Teen Titans cartoon. I think he's currently the voice of... No, that's somebody else. He was Aqualad in his brief cameo in Teen Titans Go.
And Dante Bosco and Johnny Young Bosch, obviously.
We fucking know who Dante Bosco is.
Yeah. Honor.
Hey Dante, did you hear about what happened to Channel Awesome? That's rough, buddy.
Oh God. I feel bad. I have completely cut any and all ties. But there's some really good people. Like, Malcolm's still a good person, so...
Yeah. Zen, did you hear about the wizard shit?
Oh God, I did. Okay, for those of you who haven't heard this, and, you know, by the time that this is actually going up on YouTube, you probably will have heard this, like, a long time ago. But, in Pottermore, it is apparently canon that before Muggle toilets were used, wizards used to just defecate themselves wherever they were and vanish it. What the Even the Romans didn't have that.
Which is just stupid because the Chamber of Secrets. Like, I know there's a canon explanation for why that's there and yet the toilets weren't, but it's a stupid addition. It's like up there with the whole, and it's like up there with the whole Nagini was really a woman before Voldemort made her his Horcrux. Like,
which is stupid.
Like, yeah, like when that awesome scene where Neville grew a pair and then decapitated Nagini. Yeah, he was really decapitating an Asian woman
who had been turned into a Horcrux and made into a slave.
Like, what the fuck? A lot of people are comparing J.K. Rowling to George Lucas after this because he keeps adding on unnecessary shit to a franchise. Look, and I know that Pottermore approached her to add trivia to the games because not every question that fans might have was answered in canon. Like, I get that. That's a common problem because sometimes you write a universe and the only people who end up exploring it are the main characters. You don't really see it from an outsider's point of view. And the thing is though, sometimes you really need to think about the extra canon you put into something because otherwise you're just going to end up making things stupid.
You need to think about the implications.
Yeah. I doubt that it'll ever happen at this point, but like I said, if I ever become a successful author one of these days, I will run, and somebody asks me a question that I didn't think of the answer to about my universe, I'm going to think about it, and then I'm going to bring it up to my friends like, hey, is this stupid, before I tweet it out, because I want to think about the implications of what writing this world would say about me, because honestly, I kind of I'm kind of against that whole death of the author thing, because, well, I guess it's personally because I want to be an author, and I don't want people to just. I mean, you're free to do whatever you want, but I want to be the kind of writer who has like an open dialogue with their fans, like within reason. You can't just. It's the problem with being an author with a public presence, because eventually someone's going to be like, hey, can I be in your book? And you have to tell them no, because that's not what this is for. It's not, and it's just. Like I said, I want to be the kind of person who maintains an open connection with my audience, and even so, I don't want to be an asshole, but I also don't want to bow to everyone's wishes, because sometimes their wishes aren't what I want for my work.
The best way to put it is, remember what happened with Isaac, where he had somebody demanding like every single day for him to review this one thing? It's just like at some point you just got to tell him no. You just got to be like, you have to be an asshole sometimes.
Yeah, like Aaron would say, do no harm but take no shit.
Exactly. Like I've definitely had a few fans I've had to step back and say, can you please not? Because, you know, I'm only one person. But, I mean, I think it happens in every medium, creative or otherwise. When you interact with an audience, it's good for a lot of it. It's just you do get some people that aren't really worthy of that interaction.
Yeah.
Kitty.
I think I've gotten off pretty well with a lot of my fandom, because I'm not big enough to be noticed by sites like Encyclopedia Dramatica or something like that. But I'm not small enough that I'm building up a fan base that is growing little by little. I mean, it's got nothing on your channel, but I've still got over 2,000. I've still got over 2,500 subscribers, and granted, I wish that means that amount of views per video, but what can you do?
Yeah, never apparently does. I'm lucky if I get 200 per video these days with the YouTube algorithm.
Yeah, but anyway, I think the worst comment that I've gotten was like I said, I think I've gotten off pretty well with my fans, because most of my fans are pretty nice, at least from what I can tell. But there is this one guy who I eventually had to block because he just got to be irritating. And what he would do was he would ask me if I could review, and then he would proceed to list a whole list of things that he wanted me to review. And the thing is, he would leave a comment like that on every one of my videos. And in every comment, that list of things was different. Like, eventually he's gonna ask, can you review? And he wasn't asking, he was more like demanding that it was like, do you want me to review every animated thing that's been made ever? Like,
I think he does.
I can't do that. If you really want me to review something for you so bad, fucking pay me. I mean, I have Patreon for a reason, but I don't want to say that I'm all about that mindset, like only the people who pay matter to me, because everyone who watches my videos does. It helps me. It helps me out, gives me confidence, and gives me a little bit more of a reason to put out the next one. But at the same time, not only do I not like it when people are demanding. First of all, if you want me to review something, don't tell me to, ask me to. And chances are, if you ask nicely, I'll get to it. But at the same time, the people who do pay take higher priority because they paid me to do this review specifically because they wanted to see me tackle it. And that's why I have to get to the Patreon requested reviews first before I get to the people who request it without paying me.
And for me, it's more of, there are things that I like to talk about because they're stuff I enjoy. I feel like unless I want to talk about it or have something to say, there's no reason for me to make a review on it. And then, like, I've had the same person I was talking about before that I eventually kind of went off on, who was bugging Isaac, was bugging me to review stuff that I would never in a million years touch. And it's just like, that's not... Do you not know our channels? Like...
Yeah, I mean, lost my train of thought.
Sounds like you need to bring it into the station, into Sleepy Time Junction.
I'm not sleepy yet. I've got to be on a stream later. Another one, yes.
Another one. DJ Cal.
What was I about to say? Yeah, that actually is kind of a problem with certain Patreon requests that I've done, because I don't have a problem with getting requests, but the problem is when something doesn't give me a lot to say, it's very hard for me to write a review of it. So a lot of the Patreon requested reviews that I get usually turn out to be shorter than some of the other reviews that I would normally do. And I have to thank my patrons for being very understanding of that, because sometimes when you don't have anything to say, you can't write a long script on it.
Yeah. I understand that all too well.
Like, I have no fucking idea how I'm going to review this idol anime that someone requested that I review, because idol anime just give me nothing to say. I'm not against the genre, it's just, unless you have like a really clever twist on it, like something like AKB 0048, like Idols in Mecha, or like Zombieland Saga.
Zombieland Saga is amazing.
Unless you have like a twist on it, I don't have a lot to say. I mean, the idol anime that's given me the most to say so far has been this one that got requested to me recently, which was Fancy Lala. That was the one I was requested to review recently.
I've heard about that one because of Vega, but I've never actually seen it.
Yeah, that's how I heard it too. The thing that gave me the most to talk about in that show was the ending, and the rest of it, unfortunately, I just didn't have a lot to say. But then you get to something. But then I got a request from this guy who usually requests me to review bad stuff, and he actually requested that I review the HBO Spawn animated series, which I actually thought had a lot of good things about it. So that gave me a lot more to work with. I mean, it's a hell of a lot better than the live action movie, that's for sure.
Oh boy.
Which came out at around the same time. And then I mentioned in the review of the Spawn, the animated series, that eventually Todd McFarlane said that he was going to reboot Spawn pretty soon in a different movie. And I was like, well, I wish him the best, but apparently in a recent interview he's like, this movie is going to be completely devoid of joy. And I'm like, okay.
I mean,
Look.
Spawn was a dark show, but, like, you know...
I mean, it helps. The animated series had fucking Keith David in it, so I don't know how you could top that.
It is very hard to top Keith David.
And admittedly, Spawn had some very adult elements in it, but unlike a lot of other adult cartoons I've seen, I think it pulled them off pretty well for the most part.
And it did a good job showcasing why he was continuing to help others and stuff like that. The goodness that is still around him, even though it's all about demons and whatnot.
Though the first arc of the animated series was, I think, the best one because it showed Spawn at his most heroic. Yeah. Because it showed him basically saving his stepdaughter from this evil ice cream guy who was basically kidnapping children and murdering him. Mm-hmm. And the police couldn't touch him because he was also the illegitimate son of a senator that the bad guy who was played by Martin Sheen in the movie was trying to basically set up to become president. So he could basically use him as a puppet. Insert Trump Putin joke here. But anyway, apparently I talked with my old roommate since then who actually was into the 90s Image comic scene when it was out. He's still a big comic book fan, and apparently in the comics all that character amounted to was an off-screen gag, and it basically went Billy Kincaid. He sold ice cream and he made little kids scream, so I made him scream and scream and scream. But in the show, it actually turned it into a pretty good story arc. There was a lot of shades of gray, and eventually though, Al decided to save his daughter because he ultimately did love his wife. A little too much, unfortunately, but that unfortunately came up in a later arc. But he saved his stepdaughter from the Billy Kincaid, the evil ice cream guy, and this was basically a bid by a clown/violator to get him to kill Billy Kincaid, because if anybody deserved it, it was the guy who was chopping up little kids. But eventually, even Al was like, even though he was tempted, he didn't kill him because he's ultimately a good person. Mm-hmm. And that moment where. I forgot his stepdaughter's name, but it's been a while since I read it. But she walked out of the alley holding the wedding ring, that Al gave to her, because that was like his only memento that he had left of his wife after he died. And he gave it to her, and that moment where his daughter was like, "The sad man gave it to me," and I was like in tears, because that was one of the most powerful moments I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And then in a later episode, Al completely screws things up by transforming into his wife's new husband and sleeping with her, and eventually that apparently resulted in the Antichrist. So yeah.
Bad idea.
And what's even worse is the animated series ended on a cliffhanger. And eventually they were going to bring it back, but that never happened. So we ended on that arc. That and then there like this mercenary sent from heaven to try and kill Spawn because well, he's a hell spawn, and but eventually they ended up falling in love. But because we can't have nice things, 2 more angels came and killed her. So yay! redeeming factors of. They killed off a lot of Spawn's redeeming factors. Just, I love this series. I actually quite like the animated series, even despite its problematic elements. I mean, it even had a really good arc with the two detectives who were trying to find out more about Spawn, because of course the corruption goes all the way up, including to the police chief, and the police chief was basically trying to stop them because they knew too much, and he ends up shooting one of the detectives that was trying to find out more info on Spawn. But he actually lives because the guy has really thick glasses, so the bullet didn't go all the way into his head, basically. I love how they made the fact that he wore Coke bottle glasses a plot point. But I really like the character art that Twitch and Burke, his partner. Burke is basically a nicer version of Harvey Bullock from Batman the Animated Series, and Twitch. He kind of reminded me of like a Klasky Chupo character, the way he was drawn, because he was really skinny, but he had this wild frizzy hair, and yet he has those massive glasses. He kind of looks like a character from like one of those Ronald McDonald videos that came out briefly during the late 90s, early 2000s that were given out with Happy Meals. I actually did watch some of those. They were weird. But like I said, I did like the story arc with them trying to deal with the corruption in the police station, because they were legitimately good cops. They were just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and eventually they end up working with Spawn because he's honestly just. It's kind of weird because. The way the story is set up, he takes refuge. The story of Spawn actually deals a lot with the plight of the homeless, because Spawn takes refuge in an alleyway, which is basically a wretched hive of scum and villainy. But it's also full of homeless people who have nowhere else to go. So that basically becomes Al's territory. He starts trying to defend them, and basically kills any bad guy who goes into the alley looking for trouble. But of course, that only attracts more cops because he's killing people.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a strange dichotomy the show had, and every so often you're reminded that it's an Image comic book with a lot of the trademarks of it, because obviously, Spawn's character design, while it's cool, it does kind of look like Venom cosplaying as Batman.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, but like I said, I do like the design. But every so often, you get other Liefeldian designs, like Shaft from Youngblood does it. No, not Shaft. Shaft is the Arrow guy. I'm thinking of Chapel, the skull face, totally not the Punisher guy. Just like he actually is a character during the second arc of the animated series, and we're basically told that he was the person who ended up betraying Al while he was in the army and getting him killed. So there's, and of course, Linkara did talk about that rather infamous scene in Youngblood where Chapel commits suicide so he can try and become like Spawn.
Wow, yeah.
Shown in incredibly graphic detail with a full panel of him getting shot, and yet they censor out some of the curse words on the previous panel.
Dear God. There's a reason why I don't really read comics nowadays, because some of this stuff is just
Well, this was mostly something that happened in the 90s, especially because, and you can tell because he did talk about that Glory character that Liefeld came up with, who was an angel that went into battle in pretty much a chainmail bikini.
Yep.
And the angel mercenaries that come to take out Jade are basically dressed like the chainmail bikini and cloaks, because that's gonna protect a lot.
My new high-tech armor.
And there's this one thing that I have understood. Okay, there are many things I don't understand about Rob Liefeld's art, but the thing that always got to me was that weird headphone thing that some of his characters wear. It's like
the earmuffs.
It's like the metal tube thing that goes around them. What the hell is that?
I wonder if they're supposed to be like headphones. Like, is everyone listening to tunes or something?
Like, why make them look like that? Why not just make them wear, like, an earpiece or headphones or something like that? No, they gotta give them weird metal bunny ears, and that even happens in the show. There's this one cyborg character that comes to kill Spawn called Overkill, although I'm not sure if he's meant to be Overt Kill from the comics.
Oh god, Overt Kill? That's just a stupid name.
Just why do you wear
I wonder. Sometimes I wonder about the 90s. There's a reason I'm not, so big about the 90s, even though I was all about it. Like, I was born in the 90s, but still, like...
Max, I honestly don't think that Jamie Foxx would be a bad choice to be Spawn, but not in this movie. I don't think. Well, the first movie wasn't good either. Let's be real. But the funny thing is, I hate to bring it up, but the Nostalgia Critic did he did make fun of that weird CGI devil that they had in the movie. Yeah, that's basically what he looks like in the comics. The thing is, the CGI just made him look pretty bad, but because it wasn't ready. Like, I do recall that one part where they were showing hell, and there was just a whole bunch of souls, a bunch of like zombies flying around platforms, and a lot of them were like jeering Spawn, like making fun of him, but one of the zombies was just randomly dancing in the background. Dance party in hell, bitches.
Hell dance party, yeah. What's up?
Like, yeah, the thing is, I forgot what the name of the devil is that basically cursed Violator to look like a clown and wants to start Judgment Day. But yeah, there was a lot about the hierarchy of hell and Spawn. I can see that. It was, I mean, after seeing the animated series, Martin Sheen did not make a bad portrayal of the main bad guy in Spawn, the corporate bad guy. He's basically Xanatos from Gargoyles, except he's a lot more overt about how evil he is. But he's got so many people all around him that nobody can touch him.
Don't worry. Whatever's hurting you, I'll make it go away.
Martin Sheen honestly wasn't a bad choice to play him, except for the whole explosions on his wall thing.
Good luck charm you gave me.
Like, why would you put pictures of explosions in your office? Unless you're Michael Bay.
I mean, don't you?
That's just amazing. It's almost like you completely made his heart from scratch.
I do like the part where in the movie where Spawn uses his cape to turn his like motorcycle into like tank thing. That was actually pretty cool.
Same trick on Sora, right? You changed Kyrie's good luck charm with
But
magic, didn't
but the animated series did do it better, partially because of Keith David.
long before.
I just like the animated series simply because the voice acting and story is really good for the most part.
Yeah, the one thing that I will say the animated series should not have done is Linkara has talked about the overly dramatic purple prosy narration that was common in comics at the time. They did that in the animated series, except fully voice acted by the guy who played Spawn's mentor. And it's so annoying. Like, at first it's kind of cool because it's kind of true to the comics and stuff like that. But then after a while, you just want to say shut up and let the scene speak for itself. It's because sometimes you don't need narration to explain what's going on in the scene. But Spawn was like afraid of dead air, basically.
All right, I am on floor 5. I got through 3 floors today. I think this might be a good time to stop it. We've been going about 2.5 hours, made some really good progress. Only 5 floors left. Yeah. But,
Also, one thing, Max, I kind of have a soft spot for the Super Mario Brothers movie. Mostly because the first time I saw it, it was at A-Kon when Kyle Hebert was riffing it. I thought it was pretty amazing.
Well, anyway, guys, we are now 7 hours into Riku's campaign. So 26 plus 7, that's how long we've been diving into the chain of memories. But we're nearly done. We have 5 floors left, so it should be 1 or 2 more sessions because, you know, I've been getting through the floors pretty fast. With that being said, I'm Zenith Rule. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good one, guys.
Hey, this is Megami33. Thank you for watching Zenith Will Review. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more awesome videos. If you like what you see, check out the Patreon page at patreon.com/ZenithWillReview.